Every superstar musician had to start somewhere. From church choirs to county fairs to the honky-tonks on Broadway. Every artist knows there's only one way to make it in this business. Perfecting their craft one live performance at a time. You're on Backroads to Music City. Now, here's your host, Neil Gordon.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Backroads to Music City, a show dedicated to bringing you, our listeners, the best of the local music scene. I'm Neil Gordon, your host, and with me in the studio tonight, our usual cast of characters, Mark in the Dark, Mark Majors. How are you?
Hey, man, I am just great. Good to be here tonight, as always.
Going to be a fantastic night.
Yeah, heck yeah, man.
Some of our favorites here tonight.
Looking forward to it.
We've heard some great music. We're going to hear
new music.
Yes.
We like new music.
I've been dying. And we also have in the studio with us tonight our old guitarist, Red Lightning Chase Clinton. How are you?
I'm great. What about you?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Got a big Thanksgiving week this week.
Heck yeah, and a shorter school week.
That's right. 2 days, man. 2 days, and we're out of there. So you and I are looking pretty good this week.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Going to be a lot of fun tonight, Chase, you know.
Absolutely. I was hearing some jamming going on from the pregame, the sound check.
Yeah.
I'm digging it. I'm looking forward to this.
Love some harmony tonight, folks.
Yes.
Hang out. You're going to have a great time. We have 2/3 of the band with us tonight. We have with us tonight my Politic. And if you've been listening to this show, if you're a regular listener, you know we are constantly, we're big fans, guys. That's all I'm going to say.
We appreciate it.
Big fans. And we have with us tonight in the outer room tonight, Jason, come on in for just a minute. Brought Jason Red in here tonight.
Hey, man, thanks for having me.
Yeah, man.
Been wanting to hear these guys.
Yeah, wanted to get you to come in and listen to these guys. Jason is the curator of the 41A Music Festival, and just happy to have him come around every now and again. And he comes in, listens to bands with us, and then promotes bands with us, too. So I guess you're already out and about for next year's show, huh?
Yeah, I've got a lot of people asking me who we've got lined up for next year. Haven't done anything yet. I got a mind full of bands, but I haven't put anything on paper.
Well, we hope to make your mind even more cluttered tonight if possible.
Yeah, I have no doubt that you will.
Can you do that, fellas? Can you clutter this man's
That's
mind?
all we're going to do. We're going to do our best to do that.
Okay.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I tell you what, fellas. Let me introduce everybody. We have Caston Guffey.
Hello, hello.
And Nick Pankey.
That's what they call me.
Yeah, that's it. And we're missing tonight Wilson Conroy.
We are missing Wilson, unfortunately. I'm sure he's listening out there in the world somewhere.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm sure he's having a good time.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I think so. He
Well.
he had notched out some time with his lady friend, so
Very important time.
Well, yeah. Well, we can't hardly compete with that. I was going to say, how's that compete? But that's how it is.
Yeah.
It works out that way. Okay, fellas, let's just jump right in. You want to play a song for us?
yeah.
What are we going to do?
We're gonna do a new song. It's called
Yay.
Loneliness.
Okay, hold
And,
on just a minute
yeah.
while Mark runs around. Tell us a little bit about it.
So we've been writing a new record, and we're about to get into the studio in the next few months. We've been studio shopping and all that kind of thing, and so we got like 12 songs ready.
Oh,
and,
wow.
Yeah.
Yay.
We're gonna do this one the real deal this time. Not that the last one wasn't, but we're actually going to try to find a studio and do that whole thing. So this is going to be one of them. It's a little stripped-down version. So
Okay.
yeah, it's called Loneliness.
I'll take my shirt off. It's great. All right, here we go.
All right, here we go. Well, I had a vision. What a vision. You were standing next to me. Well, I turned my head, and then I said, I loved you. But you were gone, now I'm alone. There's worse things to be. But right now I can't think of one. 'Cause loneliness ain't just a state of mind, and it ain't just a state of being. Well, it's a moment in time on a clock that don't wind. You're stuck in that hollow feeling. Well, it's after midnight and I'm wound tight and got nowhere to go. 'cause your world was my world till it crumbled. And I wish I could say I was better off today, but I can't find a way out of loving you. 'Cause loneliness ain't just a state of mind, and it ain't just a state of being. Well, it's a moment in time on a clock that don't wind. You're stuck in that hollow feeling. So I had a vision, what a vision. Well, the past was erased, and I replaced it with his old-timey love song. But we're still there, and now it's clear the damage was done, and there ain't no escaping no matter how far I run. 'Cause loneliness ain't just a state of mind, and it ain't just a state of being. Well, it's a moment in time on a clock that don't wind. You're stuck in that hollow feeling. Well, it's a moment in time on a clock that don't wind. You're stuck in that hollow feeling.
Outstanding. Thank you so much.
Wow, thank you.
That title again?
It's called Loneliness.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've been, well, let me not put the cart ahead of the horse. If you will remind everyone, what was the first concert you ever attended as a fan? Caston, what was that?
Oh my gosh.
And
We
I am
talked about this last
fact-checking. I
time.
was going to
Yeah,
say,
I
I'm
can't-
fact-checking,
I can't
man.
remember. Was it Don Henley?
Yeah, I
I don't
think-
remember.
That's what you've told me. You went and
Ah,
saw him at
boy.
where the Bears.
I saw Foghat once too. I just don't remember what time.
Well, that was at the fair. Your grandfather took you to see
Don Henley.
Don
yeah.
Henley.
That was
Yeah.
a good one. What did
Okay.
I say?
I don't know. I really didn't fact-check you. I was just...
Nobody wrote it down.
I
is what you're
can't.
saying?
I will now. I'll go back now and see
Yeah,
if you've
I
told
can't
me
remember.
the
I'm a
truth.
little. We had a house show last night at the house, and
Foggy.
I had
Foggy.
some. I had some beer.
Yeah. So it was a fun show.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It went
great
late.
show.
I love this concept, this house show. Well, first of all, Nick, what was the first concert you ever attended?
Bob Dylan. Yeah.
Wow, one of the cool guys.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, yeah, you were with. Well, I was raised in a setting where I couldn't go see lots of bands that I wanted to see. If I had my way, I'd have been at Metallica at like 13. But
Yeah.
they were smart enough to keep me away from that. So about 16, me and Caston went and saw Bob, sat front row and everything. It was real exciting.
That's right. You told the truth.
Yeah.
Okay, for
That's-
sure.
I told because I remember I was old enough.
He said the same. He said the same thing.
It
Good
did happen.
job.
It's
Good
real.
job.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell everybody about this house party scene. This is the coolest thing, Mark. You and I've got to do this.
Yeah. So basically, 3 years ago when we moved down here, we started. We opened our house to just run concerts once a month, and we invite a bunch of our favorite singers and songwriters and all that to come play the third Saturday of every month. And it's called the Mad Valley Lodge, and it's in Brentwood, Tennessee. We can only hold like 45 people, so you guys can't all come at the same time. But yeah,
We've had shows with more than 45. It's just
Yeah.
real tough.
Yeah.
Okay, but y'all do this at other locations as well.
Right, yeah. When we go on the road, we actually do a lot of house shows, and they're a lot more formal per se, and there's a little bit higher, charge at the door and everything.
So it's like dinner
that.
theater, possibly?
Sure. I mean, people bring. So we played one, we were in Pennsylvania. When were we in Pennsylvania? A couple months back.
Yeah.
And we played 2 or 3 house shows up there, and everybody brings a dish, and you just kind of hang out. We do like a 45-minute set, and you take a 20-minute break to talk to people, and then you come back and finish it off with 15 or 20 minutes. And yeah, I mean, so I guess
the
it is kind of
idea
like a
is
dinner party.
you bring your merch.
Yeah, you bring
Oh,
your
yeah.
merch, you bring new records. There's a lot of room in there to just talk to people and
Let's do
connect
it, Mark.
with new people.
You guys should do it.
But
Everybody
yeah,
should
but do
do
we
it.
have any talent to sell tickets to when people come to the house?
I'm not talking you and I. I'm talking about getting these guys.
Oh,
I'd pay to
okay.
watch you guys
Well,
do this in my
maybe.
living room.
Well, we could come up with something.
You mean you guys aren't talented enough and you're in a play? Come on.
Well, we could. I mean, we
yes,
could entertain
yeah.
you for a minute or two, but I don't think we'd.
I mean, I own a guitar, but it sits there and collects dust, and I keep thinking one of these days,
Y'all
I'm
missed my
going to
point
bust loose
completely.
on it. So sure, I'll have a house party. Maybe that way I can afford lessons. They can sell tickets to me playing.
Lessons are expensive in Nashville.
Ooh, really?
I apologize to you guys that apparently they didn't get it all what I was trying to say.
It's okay, man.
So we can have them at my house, is what you're saying?
Sure,
We
Yeah.
can have them at our house or your house or my house,
Sure.
and then have friends over.
I'm all for
I
it.
mean, you have friends.
Some. Look
Yeah.
at you.
Okay.
You're my
the,
friend.
The two of us will be there. So
I'm going to sell you a
perfect.
ticket.
Yeah, that'll be great.
fantastic.
No, the whole idea of it is basically to create like a listening room to where, because there's less and less of those across the country and everything, and the whole idea is just to create a space where the songs come first and there's not a big loud bar or anything like that.
No
I mean, people
PA.
still drink, but yeah, we don't do any PA or anything. It's just all acoustic and everybody listens, and it's amazing.
It's like the Tiny Desk concert.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot like that. And we record the shows. We've been doing audio and video for the last 6 shows, I think. We haven't released it yet. Trying to figure out what we're going to do with it.
Really?
So we've been recording them, and then we also do a podcast at the house the week of the show. We'll interview the bands that are coming through, and they'll play a couple songs live and kind of get everybody in the mood for what they're about to do on Saturday.
Okay, tell everybody how they can hook
So
up on
you
this.
can find the Mad Valley Lodge on Facebook. It's the Mad Valley Lodge just on Facebook. If you type that in, it'll just come up. And then the Mad Valley Lodge podcast is on SoundCloud and iTunes.
Okay.
And
All right,
Stitcher
man.
and Google Play. There's a huge list. It's hard to remember. You can find it.
Cool. Well, that's a definite must. We'll have to do that. The Mad Valley Lodge. Folks, get out your little handheld device and get busy
Kristen
on that.
everybody's got
Larkin
one.
likes it. So
Kristen
we got a
Larkin.
good friend. You guys know
You guys know Kristen?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she's amazing.
She's
Yeah,
awesome.
She
Yeah.
plays here. Yeah.
That's great.
She's
We
one of our
babysit
favorite
her
things.
dog all the time.
Yeah.
Taxi.
Taxi.
Does she not write the funniest thing?
She's great.
She's awesome.
She's her and her kids and they're just wonderful people.
Fantastic. The stories on the internet make me laugh. She is funny.
Oh,
like no
yeah.
other.
Following her around with her kids. That's hysterical.
Is that not the funniest?
Yeah.
They're amazing. They're very bright kids. They're a lot of fun.
Is it Ruby? Is that the little girl?
Yes.
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 She posted the other day that Ruby ran in and gave her a big hug and looked at her and said, "Phew, I'm in no hurry to grow up and be a stinky adult."
She's got it all figured out.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
She's got it going on. Well, now, you guys hail out of what city right now?
We're in Nashville.
Okay.
Yeah, we live in Brentwood technically, but it's 10 minutes south.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit that way. I was up in Franklin last night. That's
Yeah.
a nice part of the world.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Do y'all do the Kimbros as well?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
used to do that quite a bit. We haven't been in a while, but we've done it quite a bit.
It's a fun place.
It's a
Yes,
good
it
hang.
is.
We got to get by. Well, it's time for our first break. When we come back, y'all, we're going to have more music from these guys from My Politic. They're so much fun. Chase, get us to that break, my friend.
You're on Backroads to Music City. Let's get back to the show.
All right, and we are back here at Backroads to Music City, where we need to remind everybody that this portion of the program is brought to you by Ted Bertzel from Heritage Realty. Ted's a good friend of ours, Mark.
He's an excellent man. He is. He does good hard work, and he'll work with you too. Whatever you're looking for, home, farm, neighborhood, Ted knows his way around the county. He's a good guy. Call him at Heritage Realty. He'll hook you up and help you out.
Yep, Ted Bertzel and Heritage Realty, proud sponsor, Backroads to Music City, as well as our buddy from Dynamic Designs and Pools and Spas.
I just love the word spa. Yeah, it makes you feel good just to say spa. But, it's the time of year to where you don't get to go out in your pool, but you better close it properly.
Yep.
Has to be winterized.
Yes, it
Has
does.
to be. And if you're not sure, you don't want to have a a really bad surprise next spring when it's time to open it up and you didn't do something right. So give those guys a call. Let them shut it down for you. Shut it down properly. Make sure all's well. Enjoy your pool.
Dynamic Designs Pool and Spa, proud sponsors here at Backroads Music City. Now we are ready to go back in with our guest, my Politic. Fellas, let's do another song.
All right, yeah. I think we're just gonna keep rolling on this new song train.
Do it,
you know?
do it. That's good.
Yeah, this one's called News Alone, and it's about a lot of things. So it's kind of hard to explain, but I think you'll get it. I'm feeling low, I'm getting high to find a balance, wiping tears, another tragedy spilling sadness from my eyes. And I'm feeling old, and getting by's lost its magic through the years. I've been glad to be, but now I'm tired of just surviving. Well, friends are few by design. They can't give me up if they don't know where to find me. But it's getting hard to watch the news alone. Wish I had someone to cry with beside me. Now it's taking hold, another chapter in this never-ending headline. Another sequel, another cycle full of violence going round. And I watch alone. I've spent my whole life standing on the sidelines, trying to shield myself from all this pain I'm feeling now. Well, friends are few by design. They can't give me up if they don't know where to find me. But it's getting hard to watch the news alone. Wish I had someone to cry with beside me. And how did I become so disconnected? Well, fear drove me here, and she dropped me off alone. And how did I become so goddamn misdirected? An arm's length from everyone I know. An arm's length from everyone I know. Well, friends have been few by design. And I realize that they'd love me if I let them. But it's getting hard to watch the news alone. A person can't get through this life without somebody to cry with beside them. To cry with beside them.
Thanks a lot, fellas. Just fantastic stuff.
Thank you.
Okay, describe the writing process for me.
Okay.
I mean, where do you start with an idea? You start with a melody. What you got?
You start with the front porch.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, I sit on the porch a lot, so I guess it gets kind of cold now, but luckily I'm done writing this record. But yeah, I think a lot of the times I write a lot at work because I still work, and I usually don't have a guitar with me or anything, so a lot of it's words and melody kind of at the same time for me, and then I'll get home and try to work it out on guitar. That's what usually happens. I let things stew for a long, long, long time. Once I get an idea, I think it just kind of gets stuck in there and rolls around until I figure out how to say it the way I want to say it.
sure.
Yeah, and then once that happens, and then the song is, the lyrics and stuff are written, and I do my thing on the porch. Then I share it with the band, and the band, we kind of arrange it all together and cut things and make things longer and shorter and all that, and then we have a song.
Yeah, and a big part of it is taking the song, getting it to a point where you can play it in front of people, and then taking it on the road.
Right.
That's kind of half of the arrangement, is just playing it in front of people and seeing how it goes.
Is there always a big moment there in every song when you have to step there and play it in front of the public for the first time, and do you just sit and watch people's reaction? Is that what you do? Or?
Well, I think when you're playing a new song in front of people that you're slightly uncomfortable with, it's important to not try to think too much about other things that are going on, because, the song's not ingrained in you yet. Like the song we just played, News Alone, that's a pretty new song for us. So I think I'll start thinking about how people receive it after I've got it to where it just comes out naturally and I don't have to think about it.
Right now, you're
I'm still in the learning
on
process.
getting the chords.
Until
and
it gets recorded, I'm so focused on just not screwing it up that I don't really have time for any of the other thoughts.
He doesn't care what other people think.
I do care what they think.
The song.
I do care what they think to a fault, but it doesn't come up till later.
Right. You go home and browbeat yourself to death.
Later I'll be very upset about how I played or something, but not right now. Right now I got to focus.
Okay, y'all. We've heard several live songs. Now let's do something off the old CD.
Yeah, okay. You want to play it, or?
Well, no. I mean, yeah, I'll play it off of this if you want to.
Yeah.
You
How
wanna
about
do-
Well, yeah, because we're gonna play a couple off that
Sure,
record.
but just give me one that we can play
how
Yeah.
about Before It's Too Late?
before it's too late.
Yeah, a nice little upbeat song. We just played a couple.
Okay. Well, let's
Why
do
not?
it. Is that good with you guys?
That feels all right.
Here we go. Before it's too late.
There's a girl standing with her back to a neon sign in a bar that I've been to so many times. The drunk man is sizing her up like he ain't seen a woman in a century. This town feels so empty to me. So I'm moving on, forward I'll go. I ain't been to Kansas or Colorado. I ain't been to Washington State. There's love for me somewhere, and I'm gonna find it before it's too late. Everybody grows up to be a cynic in a city like this. So I'll be on the road, clenching my fists, hauling my secrets across the state line, looking for beauty too hard to define. Headed west from Independence with answers to find. So I'm moving on, forward I'll go. I ain't been to Tucson or Sacramento. I ain't been to any Great Lake. There's love for me somewhere, and I'm gonna find it before it's too late. many women cursing my name. But get a job at the factory and stay just the same. But I'll be leaving and I don't know how soon before I start believing there's work here to do. So I'm moving on, forward I'll go. I ain't been to Memphis or Montequito. I'll travel the United States. There's love for me somewhere, and I'm gonna find it before it's too late. Well, I may not find it today. There's love for me somewhere, and I'm gonna find it before it's too late.
And that is My Politic and their song Before It's Too Late off their first CD, Anchor. That was your first?
No,
It's our first as,
Wow.
so it's really hard. It's hard to explain.
it's our first Nashville CD.
Yeah, it's the first CD we did when we came to Nashville.
Yeah.
But I think in the order of things, it's what
Our
was it?
sixth one.
Sixth record, probably.
Oh, that's right. You have a couple out on
Yeah.
iTunes.
We got a
Yeah.
few on iTunes, and there's a bunch of stuff that's not available online anymore that we did when we were younger.
Yeah, we don't
You
want
just-
anybody hearing
yeah.
that.
You pulled that.
Yeah, 10 years ago, it turns out we were different people. So
Oh, you're kidding.
isn't it weird?
Yeah, it is. It's funny how that works out.
Yeah,
isn't
I can't imagine what's going to be going on in 10 years from now.
it? Yeah, well, I think my crew is coming back in here. Chase, you ready to get us to this next break, my friend? And when we come back, guys, we're going to have more thrilling conversation with these wonderful people here at My Politic, and also more of their fantastic new music. I'm loving it, Mark. You digging it?
I am digging it.
All right, Chase, get us that break, my friend. All right, and we are back here at Backroads to Music City. Mark, why don't you tell the good people out there how they can get in touch with us?
Hey, if you'd like to call in, talk to My Politic, ask any questions, give us a call, 393-3100, 393-3500. The Facebook page, Backroads Space TMC, and our Twitter handle is @BackroadsTMC. Of course, if you want to stream us, if for some reason you're getting away from the radio you're hearing us on now, we got a couple of apps. The TuneIn app you can use. Also have a Duck app now. And you can also stream us from the website, www.939theduck.com.
There you go, folks. Many ways to get in touch with us. It's harder not to listen to us than it is to
You
listen
know
to
what?
us.
You're trying. You're not trying hard
That's
enough.
right. That's it.
Apply yourself.
All right. It's time to get in and listen to some more good music. You got some more new stuff?
Well, we were gonna do one of the old ones.
Okay, do it.
If
Do
that's
it.
cool.
Oh, of
There
course.
is there is no more new stuff coming up.
Yeah,
I'm-
we're gonna play a couple more new ones, but we figured we could dust this one off.
Well, we're going to be singing harmony in this room over
Please
here.
do.
Perfect,
Okay?
perfect.
I mean,
Without
not on
Wilson
the air.
here- without Wilson here, we need that third part.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
Oh, well, I can't do the one you were describing earlier, man. You have to step on my toe really hard, you know. All right, which one you going to do?
I think we're gonna do a Civil War song.
Oh, wonderful. Here we go.
Yep. Digging up Civil War bullets in the front yard. There ain't a part of me that's not in love with you. It's hard to believe we were ever torn. I tried to secede and a battle was born. But I was only afraid and you were trying to save a union you believed in by going to war. And the history books won't get it right. There'll be some people who believe I had a reason to fight. But the truth is, changing is hard, and I just needed some time. reading through letters we wrote from the battlefield that painted pictures of nightmarish scenes and casualties. It's hard to believe we were ever apart. I was weaker without you, you'd won from the start. You marched down to the ocean, lit up every emotion, for the good of the Union, for the good of our hearts. And the history books won't get it right. There'll be some people who believe I had a reason to fight, but the truth is, changing is hard, and I just needed some time. The truth is, changing is hard, and I just needed some time.
Yay, one of my favorites. It is. It's good. I say that about all of them, though, don't I?
Well, it's hard to pick favorites.
You
with a
don't know
group
how
like
many
this.
times I've listened to that CD. It was a regular in my player for the longest.
It really made me think about things because we're learning about the Civil War right now with Mr. Bryant.
Right?
And,
Yeah, I know that guy, Mr. Brian. Yeah, he's cool.
oh, yeah, from Motlow.
Yeah, he's great.
He really is, man.
Yeah,
One
this
of my
guy
favorite
is
Civil War guys.
good.
Yeah. And he, it's just putting it into perspective, where maybe we just needed some time to get used to the changes that were going on with the idea of slavery and abolishing it, or
Sure, yeah.
where to not have it. Maybe we should have just slowed down and thought about it and weighed things out. Maybe this wouldn't
Did
have
the
happened.
right thing, but it was pretty immediate, Chase.
How old
Yeah.
are you?
16.
Cool.
Congratulations. There's a couple guys that commented on YouTube. You should explain some stuff, too.
Yeah.
I don't see how you guys could be pro-slavery. And we're like, what? You guys missed the point, but okay.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's one of my favorites, so I really like that song.
Well, I appreciate
Thank
you guys
you.
spinning that record as much as you have been and listening to it.
Yeah, man.
That's
you know,
amazing.
I mean, I'm hoping you get some other favorites tonight, but I'll just hold off and wait. But tell us a little bit about your early influences,
Early influences.
or even current influences. I mean, what's
Yeah.
shaping you today?
Oh, these days, I guess when I was writing this new record, I was listening. I specifically was listening to like a lot of Graham Parsons and the Flying Burrito Brothers,
Yeah, boy.
and John Prine, as always.
Always
Right.
John Prine.
Right.
Like,
Towns of Van Zandt, always.
always.
All right.
Yeah. Randy Newman.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
been good. It's been a good thing. Randy Newman's been a nice addition to the...
He's incredible.
He
You've been
is.
listening to a lot of Ry Cooder.
I've been listening to a lot of Ry Cooder, a lot of Daniel Romano, a lot of Mountain Man.
Nobody knows Daniel Romano.
He just played at the Basement East last week. I didn't make the show, but they said it was a buddy of mine went and said it was the best show he's ever seen at the Basement East. So Daniel Romano, check him out. He's got he's amazing.
He is amazing.
Yeah.
A Middle Child makes me laugh.
Oh yeah,
I mean, a lot of his songs are just
He's good.
rhyme funny.
yeah. He's just a good. He's one of those savants. He just does it all, and he's just fantastic.
Yeah, because he's a visual artist as well.
Is that true? Yeah, I didn't know that.
I mean, when I read his bio a little bit, it was just like that was kind of what led him into, if you look at the album covers, I mean, you can see
Yeah.
it's just
Sure.
straight noir,
Yeah.
country music noir. And
Yeah.
And so, with the nudie suit and the whole soft lighting, the whole none. And yeah, he's kind of a visual artist as well. So, I mean.
Well, he's done a great job of keeping that old country sound alive, but also kind of reinventing it in a way that makes it, easy to pick up on. It's not overdone in any way. I really enjoy his music.
Cool. Well, we share lots of common, likes there. I really,
Isn't that strange how that works?
Yeah, man. I'm a big fan of Graham Parsons as well.
Yeah, I just somehow started listening to it. I mean, I've heard him before and everything, but I really started diving into that some of that stuff, and I was like, dang, man, this is real good.
Yeah.
I like this a lot. So
Yeah,
been
his-
listening to a lot of that, and Randy Newman has just been, in the last couple of years.
What do
has
you
been
like
a
by
big-
Randy?
He is a fascinating guy. His lyrics and the way he writes a song, he always plays a character, and
Yeah, the commentary is
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
too funny. Isn't
And the
it?
way he
hysterical.
structures his songs and his chords,
oh,
I mean, nobody plays like he does.
yeah.
I don't think that a lot of people know how to take him. Do you?
No,
I didn't know how to take him for a long time because
Yeah.
I think our first, encounter with Randy Newman, I think he did Toy Story when we were 5. And
Oh,
that was the
yeah.
first time we'd ever heard him. So to me, he was just always this goofy guy that did that soundtrack. Little did I know that I was wrong.
Yeah, big time political commentary.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, and it's once you get into it, like Short People and the God song, it's heavy. It's really really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of good material there, and he can take any character and just get away with it, and I don't think anybody else can do that the way he can.
Yeah, he pulls off rednecks.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the most amazing song for.
It's crazy.
Wow.
I mean, yeah.
Let's do another song, fellas.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna do another new one. Yeah, and it's so far. The next album's gonna be kind of a not conceptual, but this song's gonna be the title track, and it's gonna be the last one on there, and kind of wraps up the whole feeling of the record. So, which might be a little sad for some folks, but that's what we do, I guess.
that's your wheelhouse.
Yeah. It's called 12 Kinds of Lost. Well, if lovers are leavers and mothers die young, and if God's some kind of redeemer just for killing his son, and if fascists aren't evil and we're electing us one, well, it should come as no surprise. All this drinking I'm doing, all this drinking I've done, 'cause I'm feeling 12 kinds of lost, 12 kinds of lonely, 12 kinds of hopeless, and 12 kinds of pain. And they've given me the strength to do only one thing: drink till I cannot remember my name. So if fathers abandon and dreams don't come true, and if the road's got me shaking and I'm losing you, and if home is no longer sacred and I've got nothing to do, well, it should come as no surprise. All these tears in my eyes and this bottle of booze, 'cause I'm feeling 12 kinds of lost, 12 kinds of lonely, 12 kinds of hopeless, and 12 kinds of pain. And they've given me the strength to do only one thing: drink till I cannot remember my name. And I can lean on the bottle until it's half empty, wake up in the front yard full of guilt and full of shame. Well, some days this prescription don't do a damn thing. Some days it's better than feeling. Yeah, some days it's better than feeling. So if lovers are leavers and mothers die young, and I can't accept the man I've become, and if hate is persistent and love's on the run, well, it should come as no surprise. All this drinking I'm doing, all this drinking I've done, 'cause I'm feeling 12 kinds of lost, 12 kinds of lonely, 12 kinds of hopeless, 12 kinds of pain. And they've given me the strength do only one thing. Drink till I cannot remember my name. Oh, drink till I cannot remember my name.
Ooh, that was a rough weekend right there, boys. That was a rough weekend. Well, folks, we're going to have more wonderful music from our friends here from My Politic here. When we get back after this break, Chase, my friend, get us to the break. All right. Thank you, Chase. Yeah. We're back here at Backroads to Music City with our friends from My Politic, Caston Guffey and Nick Pankey. And I think we're going to jump right in there and let's have another song, if y'all good with that.
Yeah, you got it.
All right, what are we going to do this time?
I think we're just going to do another new one, because why not?
Exactly. Why not?
Why not?
Let's do it. What's this called?
This one's called Only Human.
Cool.
Well, I wonder how much love it takes to mend a broken heart. Some days I don't get out of bed, I ain't got the will to start, but I'm only human. Are you human too? How many days do you go through this like I do? Like I do. Well, I wonder how much luck it takes to get back on the road, the one where we both love each other. Some nights I drink alone. Well, I'm only joking. No, wait, that's true. And if I counted all the times I was thinking of you, well, I'd really start believing we had no semblance of a clue what we were doing, where we were going. And I guess it's worth knowing if you feel that way too. I wonder if I'll ever get the chance to make it right. Well, I traded all my happiness to stay another night. Well, I thought it was noble. Did you think it was noble too? Well, I can tell by the look on your face it wasn't the kind of noble for you. Well, it wasn't for you. Well, you'd have rather had me tell the truth. That's easy for you to say. Every time I hinted I felt alone, you yell and walk away. I guess we weren't that different. Well, I never knew that I was always thinking of me, and you were always thinking of you. And it's really got me believing we had no semblance of a clue what we were doing, where we were going. And I guess it's worth knowing if you feel that way too. So I wonder what kind of love it takes to go out and start again. I guess it's the kind of love you give yourself from somewhere deep within. But I'm only human, and that's hard to do. Well, the hardest person to love, it seems, is always you. Yeah, the hardest one to love, it seems, is always you.
Great song. Great song.
Thank you.
Man, you write all that, Caston?
Yeah.
Man, that's good stuff, dude.
Thanks, man.
I mean, I really, really enjoy your lyrics. I think that's good. And not that your playing's real shabby or anything. You know.
Yeah.
Now, the new album, is it set to release, or it has...
No, we still got to record it.
Yeah,
Of
we still
course.
got to record it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you should do that
Yeah,
before
we're
you
gonna do
release
It
Yeah,
will
That's
come
what-
out on a day of the week, though.
Yeah.
That a boy. See, that's where you keep people looking.
Yeah.
Say it's one of these days.
Which one?
It's like,
It'll
you know,
come out
those
sometime.
stores that say free stuff tomorrow.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
then people come running in and, hey, you said free stuff tomorrow yesterday. No,
Hey.
that's tomorrow.
But we have free stuff tonight. How about that? That was pretty
Amazing.
good. We did good. So, folks, you just gotta hang out here. That new CD's coming out before too long, though.
Yeah,
You
it'll
can
be
bet.
it'll be next year sometime.
Yeah, so hopefully,
Yeah.
if everything goes right, if I was to put a season on it, I'd say spring.
Or summer.
Maybe.
Yeah, and there's
apparently
falls
summer.
right
Summer.
behind
Summery.
it.
Yeah.
Could be fall.
Could be
really,
fall.
Think about it.
It'll be a season. though,
It'll
when
be
it
one
comes
of
out.
those seasons that came with one of those days.
Yeah, one of 4.
Yeah.
It won't be 2.
Well, we still got to do the the whole money raising thing and the
Oh,
and
yeah.
we got to
GoFundMe.
the GoFundMe or what do we use usually?
Indiegogo is what we used
We
last
like
time.
that one.
Indiegogo. Yeah,
That's a good one.
we need to find out more about that for us.
Indiegogo is really cool.
Yeah.
Well,
For
folks,
my guitar lessons, are we
Yeah,
still
for
back to
your
that
guitar
for when
lessons,
we
yeah.
have that house
for
party?
our band.
Awesome. Hey, guys, tell us a little more about Mad Valley Lodge, though. That's kind of interesting. I pulled up their Facebook page. Is there other places in town that actually do the house party?
I think so. We do ours like really specifically on the third Saturday of every month, and we've not really missed any months. Not too many, anyways, in the last 3 years. So I don't know if anybody's doing it as regularly as we do it.
I'm sure.
Right.
I'm sure somebody is. We just don't know about it.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, we could find you the third Saturday of basically every month. So, like, in December, could we find you there the third Saturday?
Yeah, you should. Yeah, I think we're gonna do. We're gonna do one.
Well, that's excellent. All right.
That'll be Christmas Eve.
Oh well,
yeah.
we may have to move it then.
Yeah, it'll
Look
be-
at that.
yeah.
See,
You could do New Year's Eve
We could-
next weekend.
we'll figure out December. Don't
December
worry,
will probably
everybody.
be on the second Saturday. Then.
Yeah, we may have to move it to the second
Well,
Saturday.
you guys
Okay.
make sure to catch back up with us so we can point people
absolutely.
to you.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll do it. And we got to do a road trip anyways. We've got to go see you guys, Mad Valley Lodge, and we got to go to Kimbro's. We've been putting off Kimbro's for like
Yep.
a couple
Come
of
to
years
Kimbrough.
now.
We're playing. I think December 3rd at Marco's in Columbia.
Oh,
with
yeah?
a band out of Texas called The Youngest. Yeah, and that should be fun.
Yeah, the youngest. They're great. Good
Yeah,
friends of ours.
They're really cool. So
All right,
get out
man.
and see
That's
that.
good. Well, good. Well, keep us posted on anything and everything you do. All right.
you got it.
That's all I got for you, buddy.
All right. Well, let's go to a real quick break, and then we'll come back and we'll do 2 more songs with these guys. Y'all can do 2 more with us?
Yeah, we'll do it.
Cool. All right, Chase, get us this break.
You're on Backroads to Music City. Let's get back to the show.
And now we're going back over to our guests tonight, the wonderful folks from My Politics. So, guys, we've had too much fun tonight, and we're looking forward to the new CD that'll be coming out in the very near future. We'll just leave it at that. And let's do a song, and then I want you to tell everybody how they can get in touch with you, where they can find your information, so forth. And then we're going to play one of your songs from one of your more recent CDs, Anchor, and before we get out of here tonight.
You got it.
So what you going to do? You're going to do one from Anchor right
yeah,
now,
we're gonna
aren't you?
do an older. From that record. It's called Ways of Love. I think it's the
Nice.
3rd track, if I remember correctly.
Oh, yeah.
And most
Here
of the
we
time I
go.
don't.
Better than I do.
I've heard the voice of reason. I've heard it calling me, saying don't you run too quickly towards that which you cannot see. Been living season to season, My excuse is that I feel free. But no plans in all this time could make you wake for company. Can't you see I am a stranger, just like you, to the ways of love? It takes a pair to discover where it lives, where love comes from. I'd like to find out more about it. Maybe then I could become a resident instead of a stranger to the ways of love. Well, I understand the voice of God. It's just my conscience catching up. And if I end up listening, I might have much better luck. Well, I've been sitting here alone, trying to find somewhere to go. But as far as I can tell, I need someone to let me know. Can't you see I am a stranger, just like you, to the ways of love? It takes a pair to discover where it lives, where love comes from. I'd like to find out more about it. Maybe then I could become a resident instead of a stranger to the ways of love. I'd like to find out more about it. Maybe then I could become, whoa, a resident instead of a stranger to the ways of love.
Another beautiful song. Just one of my favorites again. Well, golly.
Like I said,
they make it difficult for me to pick something.
That's
to play.
a good thing to hear.
It is.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
Thank you
good
for saying that.
It's better than you going, can you just play the one that I like?
Yeah.
The rest of that album is trash. Can I hear the one?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sitting here just debating. When you first said, you could pick one off the next one, off the first CD to look at, and to play as we're going out. So I was going down through it, and I rounded it down to 2, and I was like, okay, all right, any, mini, money, mo, do something. And then I wound up at 3.
Uh-oh.
So I'm still in that bind. I'm in that quandary. So
Click shuffle and see
not
what
doing
happens.
very well. But anyway, I'll give myself just a second to think. And our friends from My Politic, tell us where we can find out all about your music, where we can hear your music, all of it. Give it to us.
Facebook.com /MyPolitic, I think is
My
us.
Politic Music.
My Politic Music. Our website is mypoliticmusic.com. You can find the Mad Valley Lodge on Facebook, and you can also find the Mad Valley Lodge podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, all the places. If you're a podcast person, you know where to get it.
We'll have to get over there and check that out.
We're on Spotify too. If you guys want to steal our music, that would be amazing.
I don't.
You're gonna get pennies for it, guys.
I know.
Pennies,
Literally
not-
pennies.
If we're
Well,
lucky,
we
you
get a
got
couple
to.
hundred plays, we'll get a few
Yeah.
pennies.
Anchor and a couple other records are on iTunes and Spotify, and we got a YouTube channel. I think it's just youtube.com/mypoliticmusic.
Instagram,
I think that's everything.
Twitter.
Yeah, Instagram, my_politic.
All the things.
We're on all that stuff.
So you're not hard to find.
Not hard to find.
Not
at
hard
all.
to find.
Well, folks, we have had a grand evening, and thank you so much. Do it again with us sometimes.
Yes,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And
And
we're-
we're going to just a quick shout out to Wilson Conroy, who couldn't be with us tonight.
Yeah, and the other two
and
folks that
Jen
go with-
Starsonek, who plays fiddle for us, and
Will
Cafaro.
Cafaro. Who I think he's on the road right now.
Yeah,
so
he's on the road in Texas right now with a band. So
just living the dream.
good job, guys.
Well, next time, round them all up.
Yeah.
Come on down,
We'll
man.
try harder
Have a
next
ball.
We're going to do it. All right, folks, from all of us here at Backroads to Music City, myself, Neil Gordon, Mark in the Dark, Mark Majors, we wish you all peace, love, and hail, hail, rock and roll. And here we go with my choice. Here we
You can
go.
get high on speed, booze and weed, or the false feeling of freedom.